Now, where does this all lead for you guys, and what does this all say about 2013? So take it from my perspective. I think things are, again, people are sort of pessimistic. They're worried about the economic structure. But again, the amount that companies are spending on outside counsel hasn't changed dramatically. I think you have to assume that things are going to be more and more competitive. You're going to have more and more pressure on price, and there are a lot more risks. But then there's also opportunities. And one thing that I've asked consultants, firms, are firms more willing to switch their law firm? And the answer is yes. So yes, you run the risk of losing your existing client, but the flip side of that is if you work hard, you have the chance to win new clients. So what does this mean for you guys? What does it mean for marketers? And again, these are sort of basics, but I'm kind of a big believer in basics, what I call football background, blocking and tackling. I'm not big on flashy I hate when people start doing what I call the MBA speak and all the fancy terms. To me, it's what are principles out there? I think in this day and age, whether you're a marketer or managing partner or you have any direct work with your clients, direct contact with your clients, you cannot over-communicate with your client, nor be responsive enough to your client. That's something that's cited by, again, consultants, managing partners, in-house counsel we talk to. It means going the extra step. Don't just rely on email. Responding on the phone. Being proactive. One of the things that, again, anecdotally, in-house counsel will tell us, they love it when something bad happens to the company and one of the lawyers calls up and says, hey, look, can we help? And it's not so much done in the terms of, hey, look, we're looking for work. It's more like, hey, look, I saw that you guys took a hit. What can we do? Another quick little add to that is also, I think a lot of in-house counsel appreciate when they get some business advice. And I think some firms are adapting the idea that they're not just giving legal advice, they're going to have to do some almost like quasi-business consulting. Number two, to whatever extent you can demonstrate value to your client and differentiate yourself from your competitors, you need to do it. Now, again, consultants will tell you about value. And then you go to managing partners. What does value mean? It means lowering the price. I think there's a little bit of a middle. I mean, clearly price is part of it, but I also think it's perception. I mean, people will pay a premium if they think they're getting something for it. And to whatever extent you, in your capacity, can kind of help the firm explain its value or demonstrate its value to the clients, I think you're only going to help your firm and help yourselves and help your departments. And the thing is, you want to do it via face-to-face or on the phone. You don't want to just rely on brochure or email. Sit down with the client. Again, that comes from consultants and it comes from in-house counsel. Number three, and I don't know how much you guys can get involved in this, but maybe it comes into play when you do RFPs, predictability. Predictability in how you're going to staff matters, predictability particularly in billing. To whatever extent, you can market your firm's ability to be both accurate and flexible in your billing, you're going to be in better shape. That's one of the biggest complaints we hear from in-house counsel. We're trying to do more and more outreach to them, and it drives them nuts when they can't predict their bills. I mean, think about their position. They've got the accounting department, they've got the finance people on top of them. And if you've ever dealt with those folks, it's predictability, it's, when things stray out, they get in trouble. So whatever extent you can help them navigate that, I think you're going to do a lot of good things. And then a couple other things. So moving forward, I think a key thing is think about what I just said about some of those just simple basic points, but think about things that you and your departments can do and ways you can help your firm deliver on those things, and I think you'll be in good shape. Now just one last thing, just sort of give you perspective on our survey results. It was a really good mix this year. It usually is, but it was a really good mix in terms of size of firms. The vast majority, the overall majority, 43% of our respondents were with firms that had 125 attorneys or more, and then it was almost evenly split after that. 13% came from firms of between 81 and 25 attorneys. I got that mixed up. 81 and 50 attorneys, and then from 25 to 50 was about 13%, and 16% were 11 to 25. In terms of where they come geographically, 55% were from Philadelphia, 20% were from Pittsburgh, and 24.5% were from other, so probably either Northeast PA or Central PA.